talking about the NFL and football. We are about to kick off high school football, and it is super hot out there. All the practices. Chris Thomason is out there doing all that fun stuff, and people are trying their best to stay as cool as possible.
Yeah, I was talking with him earlier. Some school districts, before school starts, they're having them in the early morning to kind of get around the heat. But once they do go back to school, they're having to do those after school practices, which are super, super hot. So make sure that you are staying hydrated. Here's a look of things outside right now. We've got an onshore flow blowing the flag towards our station overlooking SPID. Temperatures are in the upper 90s across most of the coastal bend, though we do have one 100-degree reading out towards Hebbronville. So it is really hot right now. It's going to continue to stay very hot throughout the rest of this evening, with temperatures falling into the 80s over the next couple of hours, but those feels like temperatures are going to linger close to the 100-degree mark for the next couple of hours. Now into tomorrow morning, we'll get into the mid 70s, pretty normal for this time of year and right around where we have been for the past couple of evenings. We can expect a couple areas of fog thanks to our winds calming down to around 5 miles an hour or less. So a very gentle breeze overnight, and again, that's going to help with a couple areas of fog forming. Once the sun comes out tomorrow, it is going to be hot, and that'll also help the fog dissipate. But high temperatures get to near the 100-degree mark again here in Corpus Christi, and you add the humidity on top of it, we're going to be feeling closer to the 110 mark in a couple of places, including here in Corpus Christi. So very hot and very humid. That lasts over the next several days. So as I mentioned earlier, we're staying in the upper 90s, and we see a slight little drop, just 2 degrees, heading into the weekend, that last full weekend of summer before school goes back into session. High temperatures stay pretty consistent throughout the rest of the 7-day period, around 97, with feels like temperatures fluctuating a degree or two off of that 110 mark. So we still could see more heat advisories being issued in the future. None right now, but we will make sure we stay updated on that for you. High pressure off to our west, that is keeping us very, very hot and toasty down here in South Texas. It's also going to be delivering some drier air into our atmosphere. So these pieces of energy you see rotating around it as well, that's these yellow and red colors. Normally that gives us a little higher chance of rain, but you need moisture to do that. So as we're seeing the dry air, that kind of combats the energy in the atmosphere, and all we're really seeing out of this is that afternoon sea breeze pushing in and sparking a couple of isolated showers. That's what we're going to continue to see here over the next several days. High pressure moving into the eastern United States at the end of the 7-day forecast could bring in a little bit more moisture into the upper levels of our atmosphere and maybe increase our rain chances a little bit into next week. In terms of the tropics, we do have one area of interest just off the east coast with a low chance of development. Not worried about that one. Tropical storm Dexter is expected to continue moving into the North Atlantic and is expected to become an extra tropical low. All that means is it's going to get rid of its tropical characteristics, even though it stays on the stronger side. And this second area of interest with a medium chance of development, not concerned for us either. Whenever that does become a named storm, it would take on the name Aaron. So again, no areas of interest for us to be concerned about. We are just concerned with this heat, feeling like the triple digits, and honestly way above the triple digits for the entire rest of this coming week, including first day of school on Monday.
Ooh, it is just about here, and yeah, definitely feels like August. It feels like the time.
Everybody loves to go back to school in the heat at the peak of summer.
With those classrooms, AC, so we're good to go. All right, Miss Kristen.